going on, everybody? Yeah. So, hi, my name's Truck Driver Sean. In case you're seeing this because someone's passing it around, I've gotten to the point where I need to eliminate some gear to make room for other gear coming in, downsizing. I got some stuff going on. I have a lot of stuff I just don't get much use out of. And as much as it pains me, and it does, because I absolutely love this. By the way, there's nothing hooked up to this but a noise gate and the effects loop, because when you're driving that much gain, it's ridiculous. This is a Marshall Origin 50 watt. Probably the worst amp on the known fucking planet. But Monomyth, the guy who makes the skeleton key, if you don't know what that is, you're not into high gain amps. Sorry. It's pretty well known amp at this point. Woohoo! Yes, mate. Just got an offer on Reverb for something, and $10 says I'm not going to let it go for what they want, because I know the buyer, and he's a cheap piece of shit. That's right. I price low. I price shit to sell. Speaking of that, I'm letting go of this. Modded by Monomyth of Monomyth Amplification. This essentially is the poor man's version of a skeleton key. It's missing like two things the skeleton key does. I think two. Yeah, I think it's two. But it also has a couple extra things that the skeleton key doesn't do. And it's fantastic. He really took an amp that was an absolute piece of shit and made it a fire-breathing, destructive thing. And it's 50 watts. It's a loud 50 watts. Basically, if you don't know how it works, you buy an Origin 50, you send it to Shay. He charges you a nominal fee to mod it, and then you pay shipping all the way around. He pays no shipping. And that's a great way for him to do business. You send it to him, he does the mod. That's his job to mod. It's not his job to track you and source you down an amp, and it's not his job to pay shipping. He has a really good business model, and he doesn't mod very often, just when he's got little breaks between his own personal builds, and now he's helping out Head First Amplification out of Australia. So he is a busy man. And his mods, he might not be modding again for a really long time. I have a skeleton key right here. Thank you, Anthony Best, by the way. Yeah, I have the baby. And I use that all the time. I don't use this. Not because this isn't any good, but I mean, I have this. And I have a very long history of hating Marshalls. I've only actually played a Marshall straight out of the box with nothing on it that I liked. And I just played it recently, too, in Denver. And that's the Kerry King version of it. Oh my God, that thing's good. Might have to track one of those down in the future. But right now, I've got a shit ton of amps. So I'm finding I'm only using certain ones. And if I'm only using certain ones, what are these hanging out for? To like show off? I don't give a fuck about that. I don't need a shit ton of them behind me. And if it makes room, that means I have other stuff I can try. Because really, at the end of the day, I'm not buying any more racks. If anything, I'd like to go down to 2 racks again. It was way more easy to maintain it. But, you know, the view looks good, I guess. You know, I thought about getting a stripper pole and just having an overweight chick stripping and showing her butthole and stuff during my videos to get views. But, you know, yeah, I get enough trouble for saying bad words. Can't imagine if I had an overweight stripper fucking going ham on a pole. That could be taken a lot of different ways, couldn't it? But anyway, this right here, I'm letting go, and I'm not charging a penny more than what I put into it. And yes, you can be like, well, you should charge less than what you got into it. All right. Start showing me where you can pick up one of these for $1,500. I've got time to wait. I'm not in a hurry to sell this. I don't have to sell this. But if I could make the room, it'd be nice. I have my custom driftwood coming. And obviously, I'm running out of shelf space, and you don't have a custom amp made to bury it behind a bunch of shit. You want it to sit up. So yeah, I'm getting one that's going to match my neon green cab over here, and that means the KSR has to move, and where's the KSR going to go? Well, I'll tell you, I'm not letting go of the KSR. That's not happening. That Orthos Mach 2, if you can get one of those things, fuck yeah, son. The thing's amazing. But this, I'm letting go for $1,500. It'll be a private sale thing. So if it doesn't sell within a couple weeks, I am going to put on reverb, and it will be more than $1,500. But I want to try to take care of the people that, pay attention to my shit first. So it'd be $1,500 plus shipping, or you can pick it up, or you can buy your own shipping label. I'll get it in a box. I'll get the dimensions and the weight and stuff. If you're worried about being ripped off on that, I don't care how the shipping gets paid. I don't care. But I get a pretty good deal on shipping, so yeah, it's probably gonna run you a couple bucks. But I don't ship stuff so it can be damaged. Comes with a foot switch and a power cord. Does not have the original box because somehow, I don't know how it happened, but somewhere in all the shipping debacle, the original box was just, I don't know, poof. So yeah, anyhow, first person to put $1,500 into my account. I don't mean $1,420. I mean $1,500 in my account. Can snag this up. If you're in a different country and you want this, I will say this. I will ship it to any country you want. I will not, if it's out of the United States, come up with this shipping situation. You can schedule to have it picked up and pay the shipping yourself. Because with the VAT taxes and all that, I found if you order it yourself, it's less. If I pay the shipping, it's more. And I don't charge anything extra for shipping. I literally charge what it costs. I put it in my app for UPS, and it tells me what it's going to cost. But when it gets to you, not only do you have to pay that crazy rate that they're getting in the United States, you also got to pay VAT tax to whatever country you're in. So yeah, if you get it yourself and schedule a pickup, everything will be all set, good to go. But anyway, it is $1,500 US, not a penny more, not a penny less. So don't go, dude, I'll give you $1,000 for it. No, you won't. I'll get $1,500 for it. I won't sell it. It's that simple. It is worth $1,500. And I know Shay probably is going to hate that I say this, but if you want a skeleton key, it's going to cost you more than twice what this is going to cost you. And essentially, minus the amazing stuff that goes inside one of these to this, you're getting the same exact amp. You're missing a couple things, in my opinion. The parts I don't even use that amp anyway. So for me, it was literally like having the same amp. The only thing I did like a little bit better about this one is you have a difference in power over here on, which one is it? So I'm really showing you how smart I am right now. One of these dipshits pulls out, and I can't remember which one it is. Is it this one? Yeah, there we go. You can do a vintage gain and a modern gain. Both are a shit ton of gains. You can tell I'm barely over half, and this is just monstrous. But I will say you will need a noise gate for your effects loop unless you like hissing, because it is high gain. Sorry, it's the way they work. I would suggest, because I put 5 or 6 different gates into it, the MWAC by Gut Tech out of Canada. 1, it's affordable. 2, the thing works flawlessly. It just does. And you can run it 4 cable or 2 cable. Doesn't matter which way you want to go. You can do either one. Thing works great. It's barely even turned on. And everything's nice and quiet. But anyway, again, $1,500. Contact me if you want to get it. You can get hold of me on Instagram or Facebook under Truck Driver Sean. It's pretty simple. You can spell truck, you can spell driver, and Sean is SHAWN. If you can handle that, you can get a hold of me. There's no excuses. And I will say, the first person that puts the money in, they're the ones that are going to get it. Don't come and go, dude, can you hold it for 2 weeks? I did that before, and I end up holding it for 2 weeks, and I hold it for another 2 weeks, and I hold it for now. I need to, before I change my mind, I need to let it go, because I got other amps too that I'm going to be putting up, which you'll probably see in succession with this. But this one here is kind of like the big one. This is a fantastic opportunity for somebody, especially someone who wants one that's modded by Shay. You can save a couple $300. $400, I guess. Yeah, by the time tax and all that shit's done, yeah, about $400 you're gonna save, and it literally has not even got maybe 20 hours on it because, like I said, I just use the actual skeleton key because it's right behind me. It's easier than hooking this thing up. But yeah. Anyhow, any questions? Please feel free to contact me. Again, Truck Driver Sean, okay? Facebook or Instagram. Very easy guy to get a hold of. Very easy guy to find. I'm fat, okay? This is my background. It has been for eons. I'm easy to find. Look for a fat fuck with a guitar standing in front of an 18-wheeler. I'm your guy. All right. Very cool. Later. Bye. See ya. Ciao.